Another Misios trying to make a name.
Well, that was fun. Join my crew, and you'll be paid well.
Hey! Put it back! Eh? Protestuto! Ποιος ο υπέτειος?
I'm here to face the kings.
Are you ready to take back our family's land?
Of course. But my purpose here is to bring down the cultist king.
You make your mother proud, Alexios. But are you sure you have enough proof to accuse him?
I'm sure.
I'll gather the F4s and meet you in the throne room.
Who are the F4s?
You don't remember? Then again, you were only a child. The 5 F4s are elected from the citizens of Sparta. They have power over even the kings. You need to convince them if you wish to save Sparta from the cult's control.
See you in the throne room.
What are we waiting for?
Sorry to keep you waiting.
You summoned the F-Force?
You must have achieved some success to earn this adoring crowd.
I brought home a wreath for Sparta. Though, I had to enter the games and win it myself.
Very good. But what of our Pancration champion Testicles?
There was an accident at sea before he could compete.
Games are hardly important. What about Viotia?
Stentor and I defeated the Athenian forces. You have nothing to worry about.
If you have nothing but good news to share, why did you call for the Air Force?
We were told serious charges would be brought.
Serious charges? Against whom?
Archidamos. Sparta must be rid of you before it's too late.
What are you talking about? How dare you stand in the presence of kings and make such accusations?
Patience, Archidamos. Present your proof.
Archidamos is a member of the cult of Cosmos and a traitor to Sparta.
The cult of what? Ridiculous! What proof could you possibly have?
Your proof is right there. You know he's guilty.
This isn't proof of anything. Ephos should only be called upon for serious matters. This lack of evidence is a waste of our time and disrespectful to the thrones of Sparta. The accuser should be made an example of for all other reckless fools.
I taught him poorly. Punish me as his mother instead.
We gave you every chance to prove yourself. Invited you back for a royal audience. And this is how you repay us? What say you, Archidamos?
Alexios and Marini of Agiad. Your names are cursed. May the Cryptia hunt you, and the Elotes scrape the meat from your bones!
Agreed. A wise ruling. Too bad you don't have a mask or a black cloak to save you this time.
You were there? In their feet? Mater, Pausanias revealed himself before I was dragged out of there.
So he is the cultist king. It would be wise to deal with him as soon as possible.
I will.
When you've dealt with him, meet me at home.
With pleasure.
Ares has chosen me to lead the Spartans to glory. There can only be one.
King Pausanias is part of the cult of Cosmos. I'll have to kill him myself.
another mercenary always brings home the drachme.
You don't stand a chance.
Thanks. I needed that money.
I need you to move! King Pausanias is part of the cult of Cosmos. I'll have to kill him myself. Clear the way! Yeah! Ha! Ella! Yeah! Yeah! There's Pausanias. Malaka. Ella.
Get behind me! Time to die!
My friend, the end approaches.
How's it feel to fight someone with real skill?
Somebody get water! I'm on fucking fire! Have an easy crossing. I should stay hidden if I don't want...
You're safe with me.
Get over here!
Good luck to you. For Sparta! Are you You're as good as... Para tutti nel tempo! It's clear you lose! Slow down! Victory! I'm surprised you lived this long. Fight me fairly, no tricks. You can't run forever.
Bet you have something to
Bow to your king, you insolent dog! Drag your corpse through the streets. What a disgrace to Sparta. Drag your corpse through the streets.
new day in Greece.
We have the best prices around. Let me know if you need anything else.
Alexios! You are condemned to be hunted!
I was wrong to accuse you. It was Pausanias plaguing Sparta and its territories.
What a disgrace! First you accuse me, and now Pausanias? Where is he?
It doesn't matter.
It does to me.
I found proof he was a member of the cult of Cosmos. Undeniable proof. This letter was written and signed by Pausanias' own hand, outlining the progress of their plans in Sparta.
What is this cult of Cosmos? You've mentioned them over and over, as if I should know.
They are a secret group with one goal. To seize power. They're using this war to strengthen their position.
I find it difficult to think Papsinios was using Sparta this whole time. We've ruled together for years. I'll speak with the F-Wars to confirm what you say. But if it's true, you deserve to be called a Spartan citizen once more. And of course, your family home is yours again.
Thank you.
One more thing.
Yes?
Should you decide to rule Sparta yourself, at least let me face.
It's gone.
What's gone?
There was a skull here, a small rabbit skull, from your first hunt.
Why would someone take that?
There is only one person who would have taken it. Nikolaos.
Maybe seeing each other again made him think of this place. He did the same to me.
Seems I wasn't the only one yearning for home.
I hope I'm not intruding.
Rasidas, come in.
It's good to see the two of you back home.
It feels good to be here.
You're here instead of in training. What's wrong?
I'm heading to Pylos as soon as I can. I think you may want to come as well.
We've finally gotten our home back, and you want me to leave?
The cultists appear to have lost their patience. Their moves in Pylos are bold and ruthless.
Is Demos there?
I've heard rumors. If they're true, not even a phalanx of Spartans could stop her.
If Deimos is in Pylos, we have to stop her.
I'll wait for you at the ship, but be quick. Each moment we waste is another Spartan dead.
Cassandra is in Pylos. You have to bring her back, Alexios.
Bring her back?
We have our home again. We can be a family. It isn't too late.
I'll do what I can, Matar, but I can't promise anything.
Please, don't say that yet.
The cult of Cosmos has had too much time with her. She is beyond reason.
Isn't it worth trying everything we can?
And if I can't save my sister?
Then we will have tried. We thought her dead for so long. I refuse to give up just yet.
I'll do what I can. I should leave for Pylos now.
Be safe, Alexios.
the Eagle Bearer. Wonderful. Magistrate Xanthi has spoken highly of you.
Very kind of her.
So here's the thing. My children have promising futures, but they refuse to learn and study. They think they know better, but they can't recite a poem to save their lives.
Where do I fit into this?
They've heard of the Eagle Bearer and worship the ground you walk on. If you related an epic story to them, I bet they retain it and impress their tutors.
It's an odd request, but I've been asked to do stranger things. I'll do it.
My children are waiting inside the temple of Dionysus Kolonatas for today's epic story. The subject is Perseus, which they should know well, but seem to forget all when questioned.
I know this story well, of course, but my preferred version may not be what your children expect.
Do not fear. If you need a reminder, there are many relics related to Perseus in the hall adjacent to the temple of Dionysus Kolonatas.
Good to know. Hello, I'm...
The Eagle Bearer. We've heard all about you.
Are you going to tell us a story today? Do we have to listen? We've heard it 100 times.
Yes, that's me. And yes, I'm telling you a story. Let us sing with the voice of the gods about the exploits of brave Perseus and the noble Pegasus. The great god of the sea, Poseidon, visited a mortal woman, Sarah, a fisherman's daughter. The god of the sea frolicked with her in the shape of a dolphin, and she knew his love.
Ugh. Is this a kissing story?
Relax, I'm just setting it up. Soon, Sarah gave birth to a child, the half-blood hero, Perseus.
I thought Perseus' mother's name was Danae, like my sister.
Yeah, and his father was Zeus.
Well, that's true in some versions. Anyway, at some point, baby Perseus fell off a boat and almost drowned. A kindly old couple, Amphitryon and Alcmene, found Perseus in the sea and brought him to their farm in Smarpolis, taking him as their son.
What about his mom, my namesake?
Shh, listen. Hera was angry, though, and sent snakes to kill the baby. But Perseus was too strong, and he strangled the snakes in his crib, revealing his godly nature.
That doesn't sound right.
There are different ways to tell the story, you know.
And this story is for the crows?
The cruel king of Seriphos, Dictys' brother, Polydectes, decided he wanted to marry Danae, for she was still beautiful and noble. But Perseus knows his mother does not want this. Dictys couldn't stop his brother, so it was up to Perseus to interfere and be annoying.
Christos, that's your job.
I will keep the stinky king from marrying you.
The cruel and, stinky king became angry. To get rid of Perseus, Polydectes sent him on an impossible quest. Prove yourself a warrior, and fetch me a worthy wedding gift, the king said. by killing a great monster!
I knew it!
Shh! I knew it too.
Polydectes told Perseus to bring back the head of Medusa, the Gorgon, whose gaze could turn anyone who looked into her eyes to stone.
Ah!
Polydectes knew that Medusa would be Perseus' death.
That stinker!
But the evil king did not know Perseus was favored by the gods. Hermes gifted Perseus with winged sandals and a silver sickle, and Athena gave him a bronze shield polished mirror bright. Perseus flew to Medusa's lair and used the shield to watch her reflection. He cut off her head with the sickle of Hermes. As she died, the winged foal Pegasus sprung from her neck.
Yes!
Flying home, Perseus found the maiden Andromeda, chained on the Ethiopian cliffs, waiting to be sacrificed to the baleful sea monster, Ketos. Perseus used Medusa's head to turn Ketos to stone, rescued Andromeda, and married her.
Take that, Ketos!
Perseus returned home to find King Polydectes relentlessly pursuing Danae. They quarreled, and Perseus showed the king his wedding gift. When he saw Medusa's head, Polydectes turned to stone.
Yes!
That was not all. Hades appears with a pack of giant scorpions called Scorpiox and kills Andromeda and tries to kill Perseus.
Huh?
But Perseus throws his sword of Zeus at Hades, forcing him back into the underworld.
Wait. It's supposed to be Hermes' sickle. And Andromeda doesn't die.
You're telling it wrong!
In the end, Perseus wins. Zeus offers to make him a god, but Perseus refuses. So instead, Zeus brings Andromeda back to life, because she was only mostly dead.
Wow, that was so wrong and so boring.
You are a sticky storyteller. And that story was poop!
I am sorry for your audience, Evil Bearer. Though from what I heard, it did sound like you deviated somewhat from the traditional tale.
Apologies.
Do you have some more stories for us, Eagle Bear? Maybe about a chariot team called the Champion Ducks? Or a giant wooden rabbit used to sack Troy? I don't believe any of your tales. Do you have some more stories for us, Eagle Bear? Maybe about a chariot team called the Champion Ducks? Or a giant wooden rabbit used to sack Troy? I don't believe any of your tales.
Ποιος ο υπέτειος?
Off we go now. Come on.
Oh, Ira and Aphrodite, please grant my daughter the virtue of obedience. Eagle Bearer, you bless this temple with your presence. If I may ask, I'm having a little problem.
I'm not the problem. I'm a Spartan. You keep at home supervising farmers while I could be out in the world finding adventure. You give my brothers the chance to explore. Why not me?
An explorer, are you?
So, you're the eagle bearer everyone's been talking about. I hope you live up to your reputation. I'm Zoferas.
Could you please educate my daughter to behave as a Spartan woman should?
If both you and Zoferas agree, I'll train your daughter to be a fine Spartan. Beginning with her physical strength, of course. It's the only way she can keep your household safe and prosperous.
The eagle bearer is right, Mater. Spartan women must be strong.
You can call me Alexios.
I suppose if the Eagle Bearer says it. All right. Train my daughter as you see fit.
Let's begin your training with running. Try to keep up.
But Spartans never run. Only cowards do. Why should I train in running?
Strong legs mean you'll thrust your spear with more force.
And yours do seem very strong.
Let's race through the theater to the entrance of the Dromos. Last one there's a wounded goat. Glad you could make it.
I'll get you next time.
Now we'll race horses, but not like they do in the athletic games. We'll make our own course.
Horses? Why should I bother with those filthy beasts? We have Elotes for that.
Horses are beasts of muscle and power. You'll never understand until you hold one between your thighs.
Well, when you put it that way, ride on.
Let's race to the bridge south of Sparta. Ready? Go! The horse wasn't feeling so good today.
Don't blame the beast for your shortcomings.
How are my lessons so far, Zoferas?
Not bad. But why did you decide to teach me anyway? Don't you have more exciting things to do? Treasures to find, tyrants to depose.
If no one taught, people would live alone in their ignorance. By sharing knowledge, we grow closer together.
I might like to get closer.
Do you have a suggestion for our next bit of training?
There's a place I found in the southern hills with a wonderful view. Will you go there with me?
I like the view already, but let's go.
So, does that bird follow you everywhere?
Icaros. Yes. He likes to keep an eye on me. Are you jealous?
Don't mind being watched. I don't either. Did Zeus give you any special powers? No. Achilles got invulnerability, Heracles the strength of a god.
If you know the old stories, you know what Zeus is especially good at.
That kind of talent. Just call me Pandora.
Ella. Yeah! Come on.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I think I'm beginning to understand you, Alexios.
Are you? Tell me, who do you think I am?
You answer my questions with such passion and authority. You like being in charge, don't you?
You might be right. But really, why did you bring me out here?
I thought we might continue our training with something more personal. But you seem exhausted from keeping up with me for so long. Thanks for the exercise, though.
I have to train more myself.
Thanks, Alexios. You've inspired me to train harder. Thanks, Alexios. You've inspired me to train harder.
for open water!
Days like these are a blessing from the gods.
It is a beautiful day.
Ah, the blue seas, the sunny sky, good companions, an exciting journey. This is the good life.
Sails down! Shift the oars! Lower the oars! Let's move it! Forward! We're at maximum speed!
We're always keeping this up, Commander.
Lower sail! Ready the oars! Stop! Ready the oars!
Nice to see you, Commander.
Keep up the speed!
I don't think they can pull the oars any
Increase
faster.
speed!
Gearing up for a hit, Commander!
Let's move!
Someone get the fire out!
Who's ready?
We need to fire again! Let's try to rally!
Faster! Archers, we need you! Make them out! Everyone, brace yourselves! Fast as we can! Ready, arrows!
Fire on a volley!
Set them alight! Archers, forward! Come on! We board!
Quickly! Fill those camps! Watch them, Commander! They are heading this way!
Speed up! Arrows! Faster! Brace! I need archers!
Don't waste arrows!
Increase speed! More speed!
Commander, we need to brace, but get out of the way!
Light the volley! Archer! More speed! Use a fire volley! Ready your bow!
They're coming right now! We fought a good fight! Not for the last time, I'm sure. Commander, the oars can't keep
Prepare
this
to
up!
board! Follow me!
Onward! Let's move! Maximum speed! Speed up! Onward! Here we go! Head for open water!
Commander away! Everyone at ease!
Come on! Send these Athenians to Hades!
Mercedes!
This fight is between you and me.
And it is one you cannot win.
If Brasidas dies, his blood is on your hands.
His worse than every one of your friends!
Are you mad? We can still stop.
Enough! We will not stop!
I don't want to kill you, Cassandra, but I will stop you.
My name is Remus!
If we continue, one of us will die.
Isn't that the point?
I found Mater.
Finally reunited, only to lose each other again!
don't know what you were thinking back there.
What? Trying to save you?
That's not what that was. I told you to stay out of my way. Yet here you are.
So, what? I'm a prisoner until I'm killed?
That's the plan. Or I could come in there and end you anytime I please. But before that, tell me what you know.
I thought your cultists told you everything. Sounds like you're on their side, but they're not on yours.
You think I'm just a puppet? Then prove it to me. Tell me why I'm on the wrong side. Convince me. I dare you.
What do you want to know?
Everything you claim to be true. But after this, I kill you. Why was I abandoned that night on the mountain?
It was the Pythia's prophecy. The Spartan ephors said there was no other choice.
A prophecy?
You and I both know who feeds the Pythia her words.
I do. A baby with a fate so terrible it was thrown off a cliff. What kind of prophecy would lead to that?
The cult took you for themselves, to mold you into something they could use.
I made myself.
Into what? This is what you wanted to be?
I am a god. The cult worships me.
They want our family gone. All of us. Not one of us left.
Then explain why I'm still here.
They got to you young. They built you to their benefit.
And they built a machine.
They don't care what happens to us.
Themos, we've been searching for you. And you are here... in the gutter. I heard shouting.
It's nothing.
Leave. Now! This was not your action today, girl.
I am not your puppet. And you are not my master.
Of course, champion. Any indiscretion I won't repeat. Keep in mind, you put yourself in the cell.
I don't recall doing that.
You have to understand. This is all for Athens, Alexios. Pericles would have impoverished the entire city. The people were living in squalor.
So you had him murdered?
You can't find the perfect yolk without breaking some of the quail's eggs. He wasn't right for us.
Killing your adversaries proves what kind of leader you are.
Oh, I'm just getting started. If only you'd be around to watch.
Come into the cell. You're here to kill me, aren't you? Let's see what happens.
Fortunately for me, there are other fires I need to extinguish. I have heard word of revolt.
Already? That was fast.
I have a plan. They can't revolt if they're dead.
I don't know how you can take on a band of rebels if you refuse to fight this one.
The act itself is out of my hands. The vote has been cast. What did I tell you? The people have given me their blessing. I use their power.
That's not democracy.
I thought politics was a game to you, remember? It is. And I play to win.
Fuck you, Cleo.
I'm not alone in this. The people of Athens have spoken without me lifting a finger. That is how you treat rebellion.
They don't know what they're agreeing to.
You helped me in Athens, even willingly. If only you were more like your sister now.
A pity.
The cult wins, Alexios. Now, I have to see about the boat heading to Mytilene. Its people are in for a rude awakening.
I'm going to enjoy this!
By the power of the gods, halt!
Good timing.
Interesting. Death may be the greatest of human blessings after all.
At least you tried.
Surely it's the thought that counts. Thank the gods you are alive, Alexios.
If those guards are not the last, I say we need to leave and do so quickly.
Wait, we need to talk about Cleon.
Socrates is on to that Malaka. We know what he is doing.
Be brief. His equipment, Varnavas. Come, Varnavas. Alexios, meet us at Pericles' residence. There we'll discuss all we know.
The steps to the Parthenon are long and built on corpses.
You made it.
Of course I did.
Barnabas was ready to go after you again.
Like he said, it's the thought that counts, right?
Apparently. Come, the others are waiting.
We were worried you wouldn't make it. Especially with every Athenian guard looking for you.
Cleon will have to do more than that to stop me. What's all this?
We've begun working on a plan to take down Cleon.
Although I hardly call it a plan. Lots of talking, not much action.
It feels different without Pericles.
But his inspiration lives on. That's why we're here.
Where once we gathered to forget our problems, now we meet them head on.
And get back to what truly matters.
To restore Athens to its former glory.
So you're taking down Cleon? Tell me the plan.
It won't be simple. His death would disrupt the peace and be worse for Athens.
He's right. We must discredit him first.
Aristophanes apparently has some play he thinks will do the job.
Some play? It is so much more than that.
Oh, don't get your tunic in a twist. I just don't see why we can't all love each other. It's so much more fun that way.
What's so special about the play? Will your famous orange ape impression be making an appearance?
Ha! Funnily enough, that was the inspiration.
Isn't it a risk to show him in a bad light in front of his admirers?
I think the play will change their minds. Good art is risky, but my plan will work.
We can't just sit around. Cleon is sending a boat to Mytilene to kill the people there.
The people trust Cleon. They'll vote for whatever action he puts forth.
But that does not mean we plan to do nothing.
Taking down Cleon won't be easy.
But with your help, it will be possible.
This act will avenge Pericles. I know he'd be proud.
Good thing you arrived, Alexios. I am still exhausted from the ambush at the jail.
Huh? It'll be a disaster. A disaster, I tell you.
Calm down. What are you talking about?
My masterpiece! It will change everything. Amuse, astound, titillate, and open people's eyes to Cleon's machinations. But I need you.
I'm no actor or poet, Aristophanes.
By the gods, no! It's Thespis! My leading man is missing! A play with no star is no play at all.
You could just get another actor.
Oh no! Thespis always draws a huge crowd for his performances. The more people who experience my blistering indictment of Cleon, the better.
How do you know he's missing?
He never misses a rehearsal, unless he's drunk, or with a woman, or a man.
Could be anything, then.
No, he knows how important this is. He wouldn't let me down. Something must be wrong.
So where would I find him?
Thespis usually doesn't go far from his home. You'd best start there.
Wait it out. He'll probably turn up.